Hey, you see me, what's good? It's Tiki1833 here, and we are about to do some more post commentary. Now, this battle, this battle, the second out of the admin tournament that we had, and I already told you guys previously that I was out typed. Now, again, that's something I'm gonna personally complain about, but it doesn't really matter too much because even if you're a good trainer, good battler, you can still outmaneuver some of the stuff that happens. And I'm not even there's not much for me to say. You know what? Let's go ahead and just get right into it. We'll let the battle speak for itself. So right off the back, I toss out a Tyranitar, and I'm going up against a Klefki. So of course I'm gonna go Mega, and then he hits me with the Thunder Wave. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself like, what else am I gonna do? Because being paralyzed is not gonna be fun at all. But I go ahead and put up the Stealth Rocks to set up early hazards because I know it's going to mess up the Altaria and the Togekiss when it comes out. And then, as well, he starts throwing up his hazards too. So he puts up stuff like Spikes. That's going to be a problem because nobody's going to want to sit here and switch in on Spikes. I apologize. And my best bet, honestly, because I don't have Earthquake or anything like that on Sandy, is to keep going for this Rock Slide. And the fact of the matter that is Fairy, it using Draining Kiss is going to be a problem. And the hacks, I tell you what, he got a lot of hacks this match, I'm not going to lie. He felt bad, but it's okay, it's all good. So I go ahead and switch out Sandy the Tyranitar and toss in BuzzFeed, my Mana Buzz. Because I knew it wouldn't take the Spikes damage, and I'm hoping I can either outstall it or have something happen. Knock off its item. That's exactly what I chose to do. I forgot it had Rocky Helmet. All in the same time, he's still using Draining Kiss, trying to take away what damage he can and keep his health up. But of course, if you're smart, you're gonna run Roost. So that's why I chose to have Roost on my Mana Buzz. So the Roost and Leftovers combination was doing me pretty well. Now going for Foul Play, because I didn't have any other type moves on my Mana Buzz. I was hoping that it would do more damage than that. But turns out I'm not going to be able to do any damage at all. So I'm sitting here still thinking like, what exactly am I going to do? I'm going to try and keep my health up. All the while he still has Draining Kiss, so it's going to be a problem for me either way. So I decided to go ahead and switch back out into somebody else, and it turns out I switched into Thug to Scrafty. Now the thing about my Scrafty is, at this time, I did not realize that I had the wrong item on it. I had Assault Vest. Now that would be a good item, but the problem is, I had Dragon Dance on it too. I did not take into account what I was going to do, so at this point I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to sack it off anyways. Tried to go for a Draining Punch. Didn't do too much. But of course, I was just going to sit here and just let him go because there wasn't much else I could do. And at this point, I'm really thinking like, what can I do to this Klefki? Because this Klefki is the biggest problem in the world right now. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and set up Toxic Spikes, get a few layers of those going. So whenever he decides to switch out, at least they'll have that problem to think about later. Now, don't get me wrong, Moon. He's an excellent battler. He really is. He took time to think this stuff through. No matter if he had the typing advantage or not, me and him have one hell of a match. And he starts to set up these cotton guards, and good lord, that was one hell of a problem. I'm thinking to myself, like, what am I gonna do? All I wanted to do was toxic this thing and get start dwindling him down somehow. But instead, I started going for the toxic jab, not knowing why. Now that I think back on it, I should have just went for a toxic, or I should have switched out. But I ended up getting the normal poison from the poison jab on him. I was hoping it would do a lot more damage, but no, it didn't. It didn't. And then come to find out on his Altaria, he has Earthquake. Oh, what am I going to do? What was there for me to do? And mind you, we're on turn 22 right now. Now, as you guys just saw, yeah, I did know I had the Thunder Fang the whole time. I was really hoping that I would be able to get that off, get him paralyzed. Well, at this point, I wasn't worried about getting him paralyzed, but just to get that off and try and do some damage, something. Was hoping for a crit, but nothing was going my way. Got paralyzed again. Those hacks kept getting to me. So I'm down 4-6 right now, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. So with him being paralyzed, I'm thinking maybe I can just stall this out. Not paralyzed, poison if I said paralyzed. With him being poisoned, I'm thinking maybe I can just stall this out. But without it being toxic, he could just keep roosting up, and that's a problem. Me coming into this battle and thinking about it right now, especially since it's post, I came into this just thinking like, man, this is going to be an uphill battle the whole way. I was not excited at all for this. I was actually pretty nervous. Especially seeing how it is right now. I'm sitting here 4-6. 4-6. Yeah, there's still a chance, but there's not. What really can I do? That's my question. That's my question. So he decides to go ahead and switch out. Goes into Flutters to Togekiss. I went ahead and went for another knockoff. That King's Rock. He was trying to go for the Paraflinch. That's what his plan had to be the whole time for this whole match. Just Paraflinch stuff, because all my stuff kept getting paralyzed. Him holding on to King's Rock. It would not have worked well for me. But at this point, with him being toxic, I'm feeling a lot less troubled, even though now I'll be down 3-6. But with that toxic damage over time, it's going to do just enough. It will do just enough. It'll have to. And not many people run it, so I went ahead and ran that Gunk Shot on my Greninja. And then, of course, he switches back out to the Klefki. Now, this is a huge problem just because, poison doesn't affect Steel. But I went ahead and whipped for that Scald and got the burn, so that was best case scenario right there. What could have happened? And of course, it seems like I might have a chance right now. This Greninja might put in the finest of work, but of course I get fully paralyzed. What is life? What is life? I'm over here getting fully paralyzed. That's not at all what I want to happen. That's not at all what I would want to happen. No, we're gonna go ahead and change his speed back to normal. So of course, his Altaria, Mega Altaria, comes back out and hits me with that Dragon Claw. That's a dead Greninja. So I sent out my Umbreon. There goes the mascot. Thinking to myself, what can I really do? Of course, set up that wish. I'm gonna try and stall him out. And just thinking about it right now, like, look at that damage I'm doing. It's not doing much of anything. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead, speed it up just a little bit, because this gets really repetitive. All I'm gonna sit here and do, especially while he sets up these Calm Mines, is I'm gonna have to keep him confused. He's gonna have to do the damage on himself. That with the poison and the little snarl damage that's gonna happen, he's gonna have to do the damage on himself. He's gonna have to, because there's nothing else I can really do. Not at this point. Jeez. This battle really made me think, how can I expand on my team? And of course, that's something I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to plan this out later about how I'm gonna change my team to work around type disadvantages, because it's a problem that is reoccurring. You guys will see in the next video. But as of this right now, I can slow this down now again. But me, I'm still going for all the toxics I can. Going for the wishes, trying to preserve my Pokemon that I have. And of course, I knew the Play Rough was coming, because it's fairy typing. Who doesn't run Play Rough on their Azumarill? Like, there's nothing much else I can do. He's doing what little damage he has to. At this point, it's either he misses the Play Rough or I lose. So I go ahead and confuse him, and he still hits with the Play Rough. And at this point, that's GG. That's GG. So his fairy team put in nothing but the finest work. It looked, I give him points. His team looked fantastic, well-rounded, very, very good. He has the Mega Altaria, the Klefki, the Azurill, the Gardevoir, the Clefable, the Togekiss. His team looks really well made. So either I'm gonna have to step up my game, or just that typing was too much. But either way, it was still a good match. I appreciate him. So be sure to leave Moonflower's channel link in the description. No need to worry about that. Go ahead, show his channel some love, because I'm sure he would do the same. He's a part of the family. That's all. That's all it is. So again, thank you for the likes, comments, subscriptions. Thank you for rating. Thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all don't understand how much y'all mean to me. Y'all mean a lot. Y'all really do. Y'all mean so much to me. But that's about it. So until next time.